Hello everyone, it's Charlton. Please subscribe to my channel, tap that notification bell, like this video. That helps me to keep making videos and I would appreciate it. I saw this over Twitter first, and it's from yesterday. Breitbart has the scoop on it, and they've obtained an unreported police report of Hunter Biden. I didn't know his first name is Robert, I believe, Hunter Biden, but he goes by Hunter Biden. On October 28th, 2016, right before the 2016 presidential election. I don't know what election day was. I thought it was November 20th or something, but I don't know, 22nd. Whichever, but of a rental car being dropped off in Prescott, Arizona. That was in his name and had contents in it that belonged to him. His wallet with IDs in it, his Delaware Attorney General's badge, as well as a U.S. Secret Service business card and credit cards, I think, in his name, and other contents as well. It says it had a crack pipe in there, or a pipe used for smoking crack cocaine, and a couple other things as well. And they received a call from somebody, not him, the night before, stating that they had dropped it off. They had put the keys in the gas can, where you fill up the gas tank, and just dropped it in a certain location that I think he was sick or something like that, so he wasn't able to drop it off himself. And when the Hertz employee went out there to check the mileage, check the vehicle, etc., that's when she found these items in there. There is a police report here, that's that was obtained by Breitbart. I first saw this over at Zero Hedge, and they were reporting on it reporting on Breitbart's story. And I'll read through some of this. I don't want to read through the whole thing. It's fairly lengthy, but it's definitely, that's, Robert Hunter Biden, and no charges wherever. Several different police departments got involved, as well as the FBI, as well as the Secret Service. I think FBI agents actually went to the Hertz at some point, and got involved. But no charges were ever brought against him. The explanation was that basically it would be reduced to something extremely minor, and more or less just wasn't worth it. That's sort of the explanation given by the attorney, the district attorney of whatever Prescott, or the jurisdiction that would oversee the case if it ever brought charges. It's obviously an explosive police report with stuff in there, but I will say that there's other things that are quite, they're sort of confusing to me, like why he would even do that, why he would even leave his wallet, have somebody drop off the vehicle, that's not a big deal, but why he would leave his own wallet, ID, Attorney General, Delaware Attorney General's badge, as well as a crack pipe, which was determined to have no fingerprints on it. The individual who worked for the Hertz was asked, did you touch it or did you pick it up? And she did, because she didn't know what it was. So she picked it up to look at it and then immediately put it back down. There was a baggie with powdery substance in it. Initially, police thought it was meth. That's what it says there, meth pipe. But it actually was tested later and was determined that cocaine was being smoked out of the pipe, or crack cocaine. Or cocaine, whichever. It says cocaine, but typically that's crack when you're smoking cocaine, unless you're whatever. Well, freebasing is crack cocaine. I don't know. Anyways, but there was no fingerprints on the pipe, I guess, with the exception of the woman who picked it up. It's just kind of odd, and that this is happening immediately before the 2016 election. That Biden wasn't even running for, and that it remained dormant all this time until now. Obviously I have lots of different theories. I'll read through a portion of this police report. This is the Prescott police report of the incident. It was recorded on the 29th. The incident occurred, I think they spoke with, or the car was dropped off on the 28th. The synopsis of the report is as follows. I'm not going to read this entire thing, not even close. It's fairly lengthy and takes you through, not too lengthy, but there's 23 pages, and it goes on to other things where, other departments got involved. The FBI, the Secret Service were contacted and kept in the loop, etc. But to just give you an idea of some of the particulars, on 10/28/2016, at approximately 2200 hours, Robert Biden returned a rental vehicle to Hertz Car Rental at 6500 McCurdy Drive and left his identifications, credit cards, Attorney General badge, cell phone, a meth pipe, and a used bundle of meth inside the vehicle. Long formed to county attorney. Goes on. Emily is the employee who works for Hertz who called the police after discovering the vehicle. I don't know if she was contacted first by this individual, Joseph McGee, or she just located the vehicle in the most northeastern spot of a parking lot that's, on the premises of Hertz there. It was kind of parked as far away from, I guess, the office. So Emily told me they got a call approximately 1,000 hours from Joseph McGee stating that his friend had left the car there overnight and the keys were in the gas cap area. Emily told me that McGee told her that his friend was feeling sick, so they didn't know what to do. Emily stated the car was supposed to be returned last night at 2,000 hours. Emily stated that the store closes at 1700 hours, so no one was present when the vehicle was returned. Emily said that she went over to the car that was parked in the furthest northwest parking spot that Hertz owns and recorded the gas and mileage. Emily stated she noticed there was personal property inside the vehicle. Emily said there was a wallet with an Attorney General's badge, two driver's licenses that had the name of Robert Biden, some credit cards with the same name, and a Secret Service business card. Emily said the items were laid out on the passenger side dashboard. Emily also stated there was a pipe that she thought was used to smoke meth and a white powdery substance in the armrest of the vehicle. Emily stated she returned the car as normal and the credit card on file was being declined. Emily stated they pushed the card through for payment. Emily stated she called Joseph's number back to let him know the car has been returned, and a female answered the phone. Emily asked for Joseph and let him know that the car was returned, but Joseph never asked for the property left in the car. Emily said it felt weird, so she contacted her manager, who contacted police. So she called back so-called Joseph McGee, which I don't know if that's a fake name or not. They talk about that in Breitbart. That's somewhere, I'm sure, in the police report, that they tried to the police attempted to reach and contact him. They actually had to get a subpoena to track the phone number back to so-called Joseph McGee, who is a renowned colon hydrotherapist. I'm assuming Joseph McGee is a sort of an alias or a fake name because it's in quotes here. The police, according to a supplemental report filed by the Prescott Police Department, detective sought and obtained a subpoena to discover the source of the Joseph McGee phone call and trace it to a phone number owned and operated by a renowned colon hydrotherapist in the region. Police attempted to find and interview Joseph McGee, but were unable to, and they also, per the documents, attempted to call Hunter Biden himself from the phone numbers he provided to the rental car. Prescott Police Department officials were unable to reach Hunter Biden during the investigation for an interview on the matter, though according to documents, they did attempt to call him. One of the Prescott Police Department officers who responded to the initial scene wrote that, according to his sergeant, described in the report as Sergeant Small, the Secret Service had informed the local police that Robert Biden had been located by the Secret Service and was well. Laboratory analysis by the Arizona Department of Public Safety later determined that the pipe discovered in the vehicle was used to smoke cocaine, not meth, but fingerprints were not found on the device. The 23 pages of law enforcement and police documents repeatedly refer to the suspect under investigation as Robert Hunter Biden, and the report type as a narcotics offense. Breitbart News is publishing the documents here. That's what we were just showing you. And it goes on to say that they just never pursued charges. Two different Prescott Police Department officers, as well as the detective, conducted an investigation, but ultimately local authorities in both city and county attorney's offices declined to prosecute the case. The document shows the reason the county attorney declined to prosecute the case, the vice president's son, is because they thought they would only be able to get minor charges to stick and kicked it down to the city attorney. It is unclear from the documents why the city attorney declined to prosecute. I mean, that's pretty much the entire thing. I mean, it goes on and on. The police report's there. It'll all be linked in the description if you want to read it in more detail. It is very odd, you know. I just find it so strange that it happened right before the 2016 presidential election, you know, and why we've never heard of it until now. You know, the FBI was involved. I don't know where that said that, but I know they were, and so, you know, the Department of Justice is aware of it. That's kind of where I'm going with that a little bit. In addition to local police, FBI and U.S. Secret Service agents were roped into the case as well. The FBI dispatched agents to the scene according to the law enforcement documents, and the Secret Service communicated with various law enforcement officials investigating and confirmed that Hunter Biden was not in harm's way. So, yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. I don't know what time this story was published at Breitbart. If it was, you know, Friday, you know, later in the afternoon, early evening last night, or what. You know, but it's a pretty big story. I know they're going after Biden and, you know, trying to take him out now. It's going to be Biden Trump, in my opinion, and we'll see. You know, we'll see where this all goes. It's going to be an amazing election. 2020 is going to be amazing. It's going to be outrageous, and you know, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be, you know, very interesting, very interesting. And that's the story there, man. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.